Alright guys, so we got a pretty solid deal over here. Solomon Hill and Chase Budinger, two good players. One a good perimeter defender and the other, Chase Budinger, a good 3-point shooter. Both expiring contracts, and we get rid of Nick Young's contract off the books. Now, personally, I like the Terrence Ross deal a little bit more, but let me know what you guys think about this deal. Either way, we get rid of Nick Young, so I'm fine. Right now, I'm pulling the trigger on the Terrence Ross deal if I don't get any answers, so we'll see what happens. Alright folks, so we're up against the Minnesota Timberwolves today. For the season opener, we got Russell, Clarkson, Kobe and the kids in the lineup for the starting five with Roy Hibbert. And you can see Lou Williams on the bench there, our newest and our gem acquisition. So we get ready to get going into this game. I'm doing this in broadcast mode. If you guys want me to do this in 2K mode, that's the plan for the future. If you guys want me to stay in broadcast mode, just let me know. So we're down 6-0 already because I'm not off to a good start here in superstar mode. And we try to move the ball a little bit. We got Hibbert in the post, using his giant size to back up Karl Anthony Towns, and he gets to the line. Then we got Ricky Rubio trying to throw some crazy floater cheese at us. We got D'Angelo Russell throwing the ball up to Jordan Clarkson, who's trying to put the moves on Kevin Martin, and he does, getting to the rim with a fantastic move. That's kind of what Jordan Clarkson does best, as we've seen before. Alright, so we're down 10-4 now. KG misses that mid-range shot, his bread and butter. We got Kobe Bryant coming up the floor. He tries to back him up the way the Mamba does. And Julius Randle tries to drive, but he can't do it. Hibbert backs up Karl Anthony Towns in the post. Then we got Randle doing what he does best, using his speed to back up, to face up other power forwards. So now, because I'm a bad editor, we're in the second quarter now. Shabazz Muhammad gets a wide open jump shot because our defense fell asleep. We're down 1 now. And Lou Williams has the ball. He moves the rock to Clarkson. And we turn it over. Then we got back-to-back possessions. Kevin Martin making us pay. Kevin Martin makes us pay on the second possession. But we go back the other end. We got Clarkson with the ball up on top. He does a pick and roll with Larry Nance. Attracts 2 defenders, gets Larry Nance wide open. And we want Larry Nance to do some of that. Once he gets that mid-range shot in his arsenal, that wide open lane is going to open up for a dunk. And as I'm talking about that, we see Kobe Bryant bricking over here a shot. He kind of had a really bad game. And then we see a block by Larry Nance, which somehow falls in the hands of Shabazz Muhammad. I don't know how that happened. We see Kobe bricking another jump shot here. He had a really bad night. It's going to take a while for him to get his legs back. We got Ricky Rubio with the ball. And this is going to be a recurring problem throughout the game. We just couldn't stop the Wolves from scoring. But here, we have Roy Hibbert getting a huge block. We leave Ricky Rubio wide open, which is half the time not usually a problem, but it's going to become a problem later in the game. Then we got Jordan Clarkson pulling up with the tray to make it a 6-point game. Ba-bang! And then we got Karl Anthony Towns missing a crazy funky looking off the wall shot.
Since the start of the second quarter. The drive by Russell. He kicks it to Randle, and that one is stuffed right through.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agree.
That pretty much sums it up there. So we got D'Angelo Russell passing it to Larry Nance, who passes it back to Kobe. And now you're going to see here, the Black Mamba does what he does best, gets it going with the fadeaway. And the Wolves need a timeout. It's a 5-point game. Then we got the Wolves. We're down by 3 on another possession. We got Kevin Martin putting Lou Williams, who's a subpar defender, in the blender. It's a 3-point game again. Then again, on back-to-back possessions, we got Kevin Martin rolling around the screen, doing what he does best, knocking that cheese down. He had a really good game today, and you're going to see that later. Then we got Kobe in the transition, passing it to Jordan Clarkson, trying to keep us in this game. It's the third quarter now, and we're down by 7. Jordan Clarkson hasn't been having a solid game, but he's been providing a lot of our scoring. But we got Kevin Martin on the other side of the floor just trying to foul, man. Come on. And then we got Andrew Wiggins, another solid game for the Timberwolves, putting D'Angelo Russell in the blender, doing what he does best, his face up. Then we got D'Angelo Russell giving it to Roy Hibbert. Hibbert in the post, backing up Towns, gets it to Randall. Randall drives and he misses. But Roy Hibbert gets the rebound. D'Angelo Russell for 3. Yes! Bang! It's a 10-point game now. Then we got Jordan Clarkson driving, but he misses. Roy Hibbert gets the rebound. Then we got Kobe doing what he does best, knocking down the fadeaway J, using his footwork. Then we got D'Angelo Russell, dangerous pass. Russell to Bryant. Bryant to Nance. Nance to Clarkson. Clarkson loses the rock. And with 2 seconds left, we got Roy Hibbert knocking down the mid-range shot. But you can see our offense is falling apart into ISOs. And it's not going to take long before the Wolves start making us pay for that with their ball movement and their hot streaks on the other end. We got Ricky Rubio driving down the lane. He's not typically an offensive capable player, like pretty much all the time, so I was pretty surprised he made that shot. Then we got the shot clock winding down. We got Kobe Bryant backing it up. Does what he does best, another fadeaway. So Kobe's getting hot in the third quarter. And then we got Clarkson with the rock. Russell to Kobe. Back-to-back possessions. We're hoping this gets Kobe Bryant hot and the Timberwolves cold and we get some momentum. And hopefully this dunk does just that. A good pass from Larry Nance, Robert Sacre with the fake and the bucket. We got Lou Williams missing, Sacre with the hustle play. This is why I like this guy. If you play him limited minutes, then he's okay. But either way, we're still getting rid of him because he's pretty much hated among our fans. So we're down by 12. And now we're trying to mount a comeback against the Timberwolves. We got Kevin Martin. Need I say any more? Putting the Euro step cheese on us right there. We got D'Angelo Russell coming up with the rock. He has no lane to go through. Tries to drive it in, but the defense on Superstar is just sticky cheese. But we got Clarkson up on the arc, knocking down the tray. Bread and butter, baby. But on the other end, the Wolves just wouldn't stop drawing fouls. And when they weren't drawing fouls, they were making buckets. And it was Kevin Martin and Andrew Wiggins back to back. But we got Jordan Clarkson with the pump fake and step on his defender trying to keep us in this game. But on the other end, we got Andrew Wiggins making this crazy tough shot over 2 defenders. And then again, Kevin Martin making us pay 23 points. So we have Kobe Bryant trying to keep us in this game with his step back J. 10-point game. We try our best to stay in it, but the Wolves, man, they just will not stop scoring. It's just back to back to back. And you notice every possession it's Kevin Martin or Andrew Wiggins. Just the craziest thing ever, man. The Wolves they just caught the cheese today. They caught the cheese. And then we got Kevin Martin with the rock up on top. Gets it to Rubio, and you'll see in this possession, right to Karl Anthony Towns, and the rookie knocks it down, the number 1 pick in the draft. Then we got Andrew Wiggins again. At this point, Wiggins just led the Wolves on his own personal run, and that was that. That was history. We lost by 111-88. Kind of a depressing way to end our home opener. We had 21 turnovers though, and it's obvious that made us pay pretty bad. We had 20 assists while the Wolves had 31 assists, so we got to move the rock a little bit better. But you can see here that Jordan Clarkson and Kobe Bryant had solid games. D'Angelo Russell had a solid debut. He was 3 for 6, but he had 5 turnovers, so we got to work on that. Roy Hibbert with 14 rebounds, 4 blocks, 8 points, just the kind of production we need from him. And Julius Randle was he had a pretty solid game, but he needs to do more out on the floor. But that goes for D'Angelo Russell too. But overall, I was okay with our effort on the offensive end. We shot about a little over 40%. That's going to get better with time. But our effort on the defensive end has to get better. But you're going to see here that the Timberwolves, as far as Kevin Martin, and of course we got Jordan Clarkson guarding Kevin Martin, so even though Jordan Clarkson scored as much as he did, he gave up 27 points to Kevin Martin, and Kobe gave up 34 points to Andrew Wiggins, so there's a little bit of adjustment that has to be made. We also gave up a 16-12 game to Ricky Rubio.